So I think it gives out to continue, or I'll make continue for yours. But anyways, here we go. So for those who have HP, I just want to make sure that you guys were able to follow the link that I gave you guys yesterday for YouTube link to get your IP number address into your computer, get it set up that way to get linked in. And if that was an issue, I really hope that you were able to get in contact with ITS support, IT support for Casa LA. Like I said, it will take a little wait. There's only, once again, there's only like 4 employees and a lot of people trying to communicate through the phone. So it's a lot more difficult than it would be in person. Okay, sad. I wish they could have Zoom it and call for Zoom. That'd be too. But anyways, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing I did last time, get it set up so you guys can have the data set 1 on the computer. And this should be something you guys should all practice, because if you can't open up data set 2, you should at least know how to input the data and have it ready for you to go, and it'll be saved in your computer. So this is what we're going to do on permit for today. Hopefully we could get into the navigations for the most part for most of you guys, but worst comes to worst, we'll do that tomorrow. And then we start our review on Wednesday. But still start reviewing for the exam that's going to be next Wednesday. There's already a review worksheet that is a quiz that's already there for you guys to start looking at. So definitely do that. I'll be posting a review, a practice exam as well later on today. So you guys could look at that and work on those as well. Okay. Don't expect the exam to be exactly the same. Obviously, expect to be a little more difficult for the most part with similar problems with different situations. Don't expect to be exactly the same. Okay. But it's for practice for you guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this. So I'll go back to my share screen. So first thing first, I believe this is ours. Let me just double check. No, it's not. So in your modules, okay, I already told you guys I have typed out and downloaded the data set for you guys. So all I gotta do is go down to the very bottom where it permit says right here. I gotta do it this way. Okay, it permit says additional resources provided by instructor. Okay, once again, you're expecting these answer keys to be brought down, so make sure you upload them and get them saved, because I can't be having them posted. Making sure to do chat or just do a share screen. But anyways, at the very bottom, you see right here, dataset 1, or that what permit EDFN 1090 Appendix B dataset. So it's open the Word document. We're just viewing it. That's all we need to do. We have to view it. So if you need to, you can download it, bam, and get it opened. But if you can't download it, just make sure it's viewable and you can see the data. That's what permit's asking. Right here, it doesn't give you the coding, but I have it in my Word document, the coding for it. So maybe later on, I'll make sure to save this one and upload this one with the coding. That should be going there. But let me just go ahead and get to what we need. So get that downloaded for the most part. And once that's there, you guys should be able to open the Word document that's for it. And that's gonna be right here. The next thing is open up your SPSS. So go to parallel client. You can do it through my choose for the most part. mychoose.com. Oops, wrong one. mychoose.castle.edu. Works that way. But if you need to, you could search for it and open it through the support. Okay, that's another way of doing it. How many of you guys have an error that you can't open it? I'm gonna get to this parallel. Once again, it'd be good that you communicate to the chat or voice your opinion, because sometimes my chat gets pushed behind. Okay, so actually, so you guys cannot so going here won't open straight to this one, right? So there's ultimatum to doing this. I do this one a lot. What I do as permits, I go to castle.edu. And then from here, go ahead, Verena. Your mic's on, Verena. Saying you know. So come over here. Where am I? Oh, I'm smart. I got distracted. But anyways, under search tool, let me just go to the standard calculator one, so you can see what I'm saying. So right here, we see the search, and right here, you're just typing my tools, all one word. This is what I always used to do on my other computer because the internet wouldn't actually open it every damn time. So this is the probably how we always do it. So searching my tools, and then from here, the first option you see is the one we're going to go for. It's supposed to be my tool support. Okay, and that's the one that I showed you guys that shows all the videos and the navigations to or instructions to uploading the or installing the product client. So it's the same spot. The only difference is you're going to be going to log into my tools. Okay, and then for here, it forces you into the link without having to type it in. Hopefully it works this way. If not, change your browser. Because assume it's having issues with it in Google on the PC. I'm using Edge, but I know Firefox works pretty well. Edge works fine. Google's supposed to be working, but it might just might be this link that doesn't work for Google, so you have to go the long way. I'm going to go in Chrome. But anyways, that's what we're going to do. So right here, just go ahead and put your information in and get logged in. Wrong one. And from here, select your IBM SPSS, stats 25. That's going to take a while. You might have to do the loading for parallel. I had it earlier today. That may take a little time, make a good 3 to 5 minutes sometimes. Hopefully your internet's not too slow from that. Okay. But once it's open, once it goes to battery, it will have uploaded the SPSS. And for the most part, when you see this one here for the welcome to IBM SPSS stats, just close this one. That will allow you to actually start moving around and navigating this one. Oops. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go for a split screen, but you can't split screen with this guy, sadly, on this computer or on a Mac. SPSS appears to have that little minute flaw, but it's okay. We always manage that, and you put the word over here. This is how I pretty much split screen and I multitask. If I need to get things to both sides or copy important information over here, this is pretty much how I always do it. And if you want at this time, you could, in your Word document, that's one thing I should be showing you guys. It's important. So I got to actually upload one. Okay. This one here, yeah. Okay. Open. Okay, it's already been opened. Since I already opened it, I'm using the same one, haven't saved it. Make sure there's like a yellow box up here that says enable editing. Make sure you click on it. Okay, that will allow you to make changes or copy things. But anyways, this is where I'm at right now. Let me get this one back up. I'll trade that. Make it big. There we go. Okay, let's get back over here. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to work with this with the sex one first, but note the code for sex and marital status. Pretty much, for sex we're going to be using 1 for male and 2 for female. Okay. While for marital status we're going to be using 1 for single, 2 for married, and 3 for divorce. It's pretty much shown in the in instructions. If you guys already read it in the Canvas, there's a few typos in there, but this is pretty much what they're trying to say, because they realized they didn't put it in here. But they could have remade it and reposted it, but that wasn't thought of. Anyways, we'll come over here. We'll go ahead and get this situated. So I'm going to go down just a little bit. So I can annotate. So pretty much make this one rest for now. So move this guy out the way. So once again, we're saying 1 is going to be male, while 2 is going to be female. And we're going to be putting it over here. So I'm just going to easily put it right here so I could copy it over. So 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, that's too close. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, and 2. So what we're pretty much saying over here, when we go to SPSS under 1 bar, this is going to become sex, and what we're going to do, we're going to pretty much be putting 1, 2, 2, 1 respectively, based off what we have here. Okay. So I had to erase what's on over here so I could go ahead and get that situated. So I'm gonna click over here SPSS for 1 bar. I'm gonna start duplicating the values, the numerical labels first, or aka code, numerical code. So here we go. Is my cap on? Yeah. So 1 number block. 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. So I give you guys time to get that in. I always do double check, triple check, because you don't want to have any non-sapling error, in this case, data entry error, when you're doing it. So,
I have a question.
go ahead.
Right now I try to open it from the My Tools, and it said the client cannot access the remote application. The machine might be too busy to accept new connections, or network problems are preventing your connection, and it won't open for parallel.
You might have to wait a little while or refresh your computer or internet, which is actually might get it out of Zoom.
Okay, but I was doing this last time too on like
Really?
when I've been trying it, and
Mine is saying the same thing.
yeah.
Um, okay. I'll try to have you guys out this towards the end of class today. See, I want to see what the error is. So you can figure out how to fix that on your end. If words come to words, that might be something that ITS could help you guys with. So that a person that dealt with this issue before, and it could help you with that with you guys' computer. Okay. Mia and Luigi.
Okay.
So you stick along with me at the class. I could try helping you out.
Okay.
Or I think that's. But anyways, so right here, just record, just follow, just look and see if you could take note and take important notes, and you'll be okay with that. Let me just check the chat real quick. Oh, okay. Okay, Cindy, I got you in. And that wait, I haven't been looking at this chat for a while. Wait, this data set is the same data set under data. Yeah, yes. Going down to Natalie. This is the same data set that we could download in Canvas. Just that some people they can't download it, they can't open the download. So they're stuck having to make the data themselves. And that's what we're doing here. So just in case you can't open up data set 2 that's in the Canvas, you have to be able to create it yourself. And that's what we're doing. We're creating it. So it won't be too much of an issue or an issue when it comes down to create having a flaw of not being able to upload the download version of that was downloaded in Canvas. That's all that's for. So I say get this practice in because in the future you're gonna be doing this either way. Going over here to the next one.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Giselle.
Is there another way we could submit this because the app isn't working for none of us?
Aren't you one of the ones that has HP?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you try calling ITS?
Yes, but they didn't really help me. Could I submit this like in paper or somewhere else?
Because some of the problems, some of the work that problems they're having to do here, it might be a little bit due by paper due to the fact of not knowing how to obtain some of the percentiles using data that the PowerPoint and the book didn't show, and they're having to use SPS to get that information. I could try to figure something out with that. I have to pretty much talk to Dr. Rowe and see what I could do in that regards, because this I knew this type of issue was going to be happening. Conflict will be happening for some students' computers, because I experienced it myself when I had laptops in my class. Just that I would try to I'll be walking you guys to SP over there to the counter, and they'll be able to figure out in person. It is hard to do it not in person. It's kind of hard to explain it. That's where Zoom comes in. Okay. But anyways, I'll try to figure that one out. Okay, Giselle. But still try. Continue to try with that. Maybe you could try emailing ITS as well, your situation, and see if they could give you some type of instructions that way as well, or a website that you could go to. I know Luigi, and there was supposed to be a third person here as well that had HP, but I know MacBook for sure wouldn't have worked. But I had HP before and it worked. This might be certain type of Windows or something like that. And you have a PC, Maya, but you're good, right, Maya? You're able to open it, right? Or do you just have a connection issues, or do I have to hop up? Okay, I'll try to help you out too. Okay, Maya. But the HP, it's kind of hard to help because it's definitely that loop that you have to get past. It's a loop you have to get past.
So like this can't be as a worksheet or anything like how we have been doing. We have to. Because I have
pretty much it has to be
it doesn't work.
Outputs for sure. SPSS outputs unless you're forced with that. But I have to talk with Dr. O about this. See what's her mechanism. What's going to be her way to accommodate. But for the most part, because it's supposed to be outputs, she's supposed to be reporting it, posting the outputs and reporting off it. And that's what's going to be happening. So
we can't just make go to a Word document or something and make our own bar chart thingies like this and write it down ourselves.
I mean,
because I can make the same setup because I have a MacBook and you said it doesn't work, and I just want to make sure I have a good grade and that I'm understanding what's happening.
I totally understand your concern because this is pretty much like 5% of your grade, if I'm not mistaken. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send Dr. O an email and ask her how could we accommodate for this, for those with that situation. Now, it's not all of you guys. I know it's definitely HP and some, definitely HP for right now. The Macs, I'm definitely, this is how you could bypass it, and this is all you need to do for Macs. Make the data yourself and save it to your computer. But this might also be the same issue that comes for HP. Once you get it uploaded, you might have the same issue. So I'm trying to hit it in the mouth, right, where for everyone. So no matter what, you can always do this. And that's what we're doing here. So I'll try to talk to Dr. O about that concern. So if you can, put in a message, I could try to memorize it before I leave. I'll try to save the message, the chat, and I'll let her know about the situation happens for HP students. And I'll do that. The MacBook, is that a laptop or is that a iPad?
It's a laptop. I have the brand new MacBook Pro. So I don't know why it wouldn't work.
I'll try help after class, towards the end of class, after class, and I'll try to see if I can navigate for you through your share screen. I'll try to help you, but that might be something that IT will have to help you with. Okay. What is that? I have to figure it out with Dr. O, because this is their blueprint. But anyways, I'm going back to where we're at. Okay. So once you have your data in, now we're gonna go to verbal view and make adjustments. That needs to be there because remember we're supposed to say male and female, not 1 and 2. So what we're gonna do here under verbal view, first thing to do is change the name. It should be sex. So I'm gonna put sex in here. Oops. Select it first. Okay, got sex in there. Okay. Usually, for the most part, if you notice that when we do our inputs, the default was 2 decimals. I'll try to just keep it 2 decimals for the most part. You don't have to really change that. But the most important part is right here, where we have our values. Remember, our values is not supposed to be 1 and 2. It's supposed to be male, female. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna input the codes. Like I said, 1 should equal male, 2 should equal female. So and that comes under values. So when you click on the none, okay, we go to the ... for more options. Okay. So click on ... and this is where we put our value, which is our code for the label. And our label is our characteristics, male or female. So value is supposed to be 1, and the label is supposed to be male. So I'll put male right there. Okay. And all I gotta do is press add to add it into the system. And there it is. So it's gonna recognize that whenever I see 1.00, it's gonna be male. And now repeat the same process for female. Female 2 is supposed to be for female. So value 2 should be female. Okay. And add.
Can you repeat how you got to the? I got it to open right now, but can you repeat how you got to the value labels? Because I just put in the male and female, so I'm like a little behind.
Well, you can't put male and female. This won't work.
I know I put the 1 and
Okay,
the
you put the
2.
1, 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I did it right now. Okay, I'll go back to it right now. But those are right now. Once you have this in, just press OK, so I could get to Maya's question. So when you OK it, you see the list right here. So when you look at it, definitely 1 is going to be male, and on. But going to you, Mia, you're not seeing that. You're seeing this. So and you're supposed to see bar up here, the variable. So what you're gonna do on the bottom left, you see data view and you see variable view. So you can click on variable view. And from here, first things first, make your name, have it be the same name, sex. And then on values, it should be saying here none for yours.
Yeah, it says none.
So let's click on none, and then you're gonna see a ... option. So click on the ... And then from here, you see this, right? You see this value labels. For value, that's going to be the number code, and for label, that's going to be your category.
Okay.
So, like I said over here, 1 is supposed to be male, so you put 1 for value, and then for label, you put male, and then you add it. Oh, that's me. Yeah, and then press add, and it will appear right here.
Okay, thank you.
And then repeat the same thing for female.
Okay.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Luigi.
So for the SPSS computer lab exercise, what are we supposed to turn in for that?
Okay, well, like I told you, because you're one of the ones with the HP concern, I have to confront this with Dr. O. And for the most part, one thing I ask you to do is email them your concern and ask them, can you provide any resources that can help me get it parallel to be installed into my computer without having that loop? Because I know it's one loop that even though it's installed, it's still it says that it's not installed. Because there's something called configuring. Ask them, how can I configure the parallel client onto my computer because it's not working without the configuration.
So I don't have an HP. I have a MacBook, and the last class we did this, it was working fine, but today is not working. Like it doesn't want to open the app.
Okay, what search engine are you using?
I just go on my downloads and click on it, and that's how I opened it up.
No.
The search engine doesn't work for Macs. We have to go to our app store and download it from there and then follow the steps because that's what my tool said. And I did that, And again, with same as him, I worked for the same day that we did it, but then today it hasn't worked. Like, and that like link that you
that's
send
something
me.
that's pretty interesting. Because once again, if so, you're saying that you cannot open SPSS.
Yes.
No, yeah, we can't, and the app is downloaded.
It keeps saying error, that there's too many people trying to connect or something like that.
That right there could be because some students might still be on it from the earlier classes, and a lot of classes are at this time, so students might be using SPSS right now for the classes. So it could be overwhelmed. That could be the issue.
Mine was saying that, and I just kept on like double tapping it every time, and if it said if it popped up, I would just keep on doing it, and eventually it opened for me.
Okay, well, do that. What Mia did, because like, it's like when we did the Jamboard. Some people say, "Oh, can't open it, too many viewers." And like, no, you can still get in. You just got to keep trying. Patience becomes virtue when you're doing this to your computer, to your laptop.
So for this,
um,
can we have like more days to figure out what to do about that without it affecting our grades?
well, right now, these next 2 days we're gonna be doing that. Okay. So you
And
have
then we'll
time
be
to
able
catch up.
week 5. Like we'll be able to do the week 5, even though this isn't.
You should be able to, because once again, I got you can't open it unless you put something up there. So you could put like a Word document saying I'm going to stay tuned, and then replace it with the revised one.
Thank you.
Okay. Just don't keep me stay tuned because that would mean it's a 0. And therefore you could open up the next week. Okay. But the review I'm going to be giving you guys is going to be in the instructors. You just can't do the review worksheet that's online until you post something.
For the other assignments that we've been doing the past 5 weeks, like the other worksheets are those gonna get graded?
Yes, they will be.
Okay.
They will be. So where was I? Okay, it was here. Oh, one more thing we got to do, and that is at the end where it has measure. This is your scale of measure. You can't have none. It doesn't. It can't register for none for most of the part. You have to know what it's working with. So we're talking about male, female, and clearly these are just categories. There's no natural ranking. Okay, order is not important. Male could come first, female could come first, and it won't affect anything. So therefore, and obviously male is not better than female or vice versa. So we got nominal. Okay. So make sure we get that in there correctly and appropriately. And then when you're done with that, you can just go back to data view. Okay. And the cool thing is now if you look at the 1A arrow, that's when you see the Venn diagram and a chart right below help. When you click on that, it goes back and forth between number coding and the actual value of the category. So, and there's something that Mac people have to do this in order for you to be able to, because you can't copy or drop the download the data that comes from the download into the documents and be able to be read. It has to be saved in there, and that's what we're doing right now. We're doing that process. So for VAR 2, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it for ages. Since these guys are numerical values that come from continuous data, we're good with just putting the numbers in without having to do any type of labeling. So go ahead and get those numbers into your computer. I'll be doing the same at this time. 23, 35, 40, 19, 28, 35, 20, 29, 29, 40, 24, 23, 18, 21, 50, 25, 20, 24, 37, 42, 35, I'm very prone for errors, so it's always good to double check or triple check. So 23, 35, 40, 19, 40, 19, 20, 35, 20, 35, 20, 29, 29, 40, 20, 29, 29, 40, 24, 23, 18, 21, 24, 23, 18, 21. Okay, that's good. 50, 25, 20, 24, 50, 25, 20, 24, 37, 42, 35, 37, 42, 35, 23, 20. Good. Okay, these are good. So I give you guys another 2 minutes or so. Okay. Does anyone need more time? You just type in yes onto the chat or verse your opinion. So everyone's good? Okay. So we're gonna do the thing. Once we get these labels, verbal names, and all the setups good, especially for the measure the scale of measure. Okay. So variable, once again, is supposed to be once again age. So I'm gonna type in age for it. Don't worry about the labeling because once again, these guys are not labeling anything. These are actual measurements from a count or measurement. So what's going over here for unknown, we have to make sure we put scale because scale could go for either it's for any type of continuous data for measurements that uses some type of scale. So there that goes. Excuse me. And we're good with that. So I'll repeat on this side. Nominal went to ages and scale went to I'm sorry, I said wrong. Nominal went to sex and scale went to the ages because of the type of measurement they are. Or verbal, I mean. But anyways, coming over here to back to data set. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do it for marital status. I gotta give myself some room. Okay. So annotate real quick. Blue. So like I have here, we're gonna let 1 be single, we're gonna let 2 be married, and we're gonna let 3 be divorced. So if we go to ignore down here and then bring over here, the numbers. So single 1, then 2, followed by 3. Same thing, 1, 2, then 3. Pattern changes now. So we're looking at 1, 1, 2, 2, 4 1s, a 3, 3 1s, 3 2s, a 1 and a 3. Okay. Okay, you could try that. Hopefully it goes through, Chantal. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes do the parallel, it does freeze and it will crash sometimes. So sometimes when you're doing it yourself, make sure you save. At least the data set, you can always do the navigations again for the most part. But once again, I'm trying to save at the end, not right now. But anyways, so now we're saying for bar 3, you know, this is going to go to marital. Okay. And we know it's probably starting with pretty much 1, 2, 3, and on, all the way down. So we're going to do the same thing and put those values in here. So let me just do some erasing real quick. Now, let's go ahead and close this and get started. So 1, oops, not. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3. Okay, I'm gonna double check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 1s and 2 2s, 2 1s, 2 2s, 4 1s followed by 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by 3, 3 1s followed by 3 2s, 3 1s followed by 2 2s, and 1 3. Nice. Okay. So you guys 1 minute to get this in. Have to make sure you get to the saving as well. We still have another 11 minutes. Oops, wrong one. Thanks for everyone in the chat, Vanessa. I couldn't multitask. So come over here. We'll go down to verb review again, and I'm gonna give the corporate name. So I'm gonna go over here to where name is and give it the name, which is supposed to be age, marital. Okay, marital. And once again, these numbers, 1, 2, and 3, they have specific labels. So we're gonna give it the appropriate values, okay, for each category. So under none, once again I click on none, and then I go to the drop down, the dot for extra options, and I now give the value, which is the numerical value, and then the label, which is supposed to be the category. Okay. So 1, and then for label, it's going to be single. And when I'm done with that, I just add. And repeat the same process for married and for divorce. 2, married. Oh, D. And then 3, divorce. Add. So we got them all in. And just press OK. When you're done with that. And once you get that in, once again, under measure, we have to get the appropriate scale of measure. Once again, the marital status has no ranking. One is not better than the other in nature. So therefore, it's nominal. So all this is good. So now I'm going to go back to data view. And when I play around with the number 2 category, it is working. Okay. And lastly, we're going to get the skill in. So go ahead and type those guys in real quick. So 34, 40, 38, 20, 30, 40, 38, 47, 26, 24, 45, 37, 44, 38, 32, oops, 32, 38, 32, 29, 38, 19, 29, 42, 59, 45, and 20. Let me double check real quick because I am prone for errors. 34, 40, 38, 34, 40, 48, 24, 30, 40, 21, 20, 30, 40, 20, 30, 40, 38, 47, 26, 38, 47, 26, 24, 45, 37, 24, 45, 37, 44, 38, 22, 44, 38, 22, 29, 38, 19, 29, 38, 19, 29, 42, 59, 29, 42, 59. That's good. Okay. So I'll give you guys 1 minute for that. Okay. And I'll check my chat real quick. Okay. Well, we're good with this, Angel. Have it loaded into your computer and saved, or else I can't help you from there.
So is this recorded, Professor?
I am recording it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Sorry, it has all kinds of extra questions and answers, so I might be giving you guys a sort of version of the other class if I could get uploaded. But I do know that Vanessa is recording it, and Verena is also recording it. Might be saying but more might be more like Verena. But anyways, we got these guys in for the most part, and all I gotta do is go to verbal, give it the name, skill. It is already continuous. Those numbers come from a measurement, okay. Actual measurement. And then over here, since it's actually a measurement, continuous data, we're going to put scale. And with this, we have all our data. Okay. And pretty much this guy is matching what's over here.
Can you go over how to save it?
Yep, doing it right now.
Okay, sorry.
So how do we save this? Max, you guys are very similar. I think yours is already going into where it needs to be. I know my computer pretty much puts it where it needs to be automatically because I have already saved configured into my computer. So it kind of does it quick into it. But I'm gonna go to long process just in case. But when you're doing it, go to File, go to Save As, because this is the first time we're saving it. So Save As. If you want to change the name of it, go to Save As. Okay. So Save As. And now when it comes out to the Mac, right here it says document. So, but we don't know what document it is. So please don't press and save it here right away, because you might be going to you might not be going to your computer. So always go down to a drop down and check. For the most part, when you look at the Macs, and if yours is actually showing this, where it from says this PC, local disk, which is your computer, your username, and then documents, and you're in this folder, you're okay. Okay, and that's where it is right now. But typically, some of us won't have this option here. It won't already be doing this default. So what's going to happen is, if this happens for a PC, a Mac is slightly different. I think for a Mac, what it does, it goes to this PC and it jumps straight to documents. Okay, it already has it set up for you already. So just do this PC and go, and it gives option for documents. But for PCs, you have to actually go to see on laptop. Okay, oh crap. So see on laptops, go down to users. Okay. Open that up. And then go to your computer name. Okay, you might should use this first option. We'll go to your computer's name and open the folder. And this is where it becomes very important, so especially for a Mac. You have to save to one specific spot, and that is documents. Always save it in your documents, no matter what. Save it to your documents. It's going to take a little while. This is always the longest step. And always go to your documents to keep consistent. PC and Mac, go to your documents. Okay, and then save it. Oh, open it, obviously. And you're going to see that mine is already saved in here. What's it here? Yeah, it already exists, I know. But let me just go ahead and put no for now. So right here, this is where you put your name. But mine is already here. I already have it saved as practice data set 1. So you just type in right here, practice data set 1. And now you have the first, now you have data set 1 that was that most people could have uploaded to their computer and the downloads and could have opened up. But once again, not everyone could do this. So now you have it saved into your computer. So this is how you save all your documents for SPSS or any Word document. If you want to use Word that's on it or Photoshop is on it, this is how you save all the documents. They all work the same way. And then just get it saved. But I don't need to save it because it's already here. And opening it, it's the same way. Because now for the Macs, now it appears for those who have Macs. Because now when you go to File and go to Dat Open and Data, that's where that's where we have it is Data. We'll come to see that it's already in Documents, but notice how it's not noticed in here. But when I actually do the process again and go to see on my computer, okay. That's what it says. So when it comes out, this process has to be done all the time. Open. Okay. For Mac, it's pretty much where you should already be seeing it in the document folder, but for everyone else, okay. Open. Okay. So the way you save things is the same way you open things, okay, or save as things. It's the same way we open things. I know we're pretty much going a little bit over, but I'm almost done with this. So documents, open, and we'll definitely see that our saved document is here. Data set 1, that is saved. And for those with the Macs, you definitely see they're right below IBM, right below the IBM folder. So it should be IBM folder right here, and then the document you saved it as right below. And you can always open it now. So now it's in your document and you can open it. So with this, are there any other questions? Any questions?
When I save it, it says save out file, and it says like compressed. Do I just exit that?
Wait, you already saved it already?
Well, yeah, I saved it, and then this popped out. It says save out file, and then it says like users and documents, and then it says compress.
Yeah, I have to see yours real quick. This is the screen. I have to look at yours, okay?
Okay.
But typically when you try closing this thing here, let's say you already saved it and you want to close it, it'll bring this out. So for instance, close the data and the last data editor window will exist and staff, and yes, you want to close it. See, over here, do you need making changes? No, because we already did.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that. You can close it from there. And I think that's the output. And the output, nothing happens. But so hold that question real quick. Is there any other questions? I think that yours. Any other questions? Okay.
So for the assignment, is this all we turned in? Like
No, where you be so much we be turning and so much what to do here. Nothing already has done so. Pretty much we're going to be bringing over the output and then reporting what you see.
okay.
Where you're seeing from the output. And that's pretty much what's happening. You find the navigation, the commands for them, and they'll give you an output. So you're bringing an output over, and then you're going to report your findings.
Okay.
And some reports they give you some questions, some they don't. You just follow what they're asking you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, but let me just see your. I'm gonna stop recording so you can see their search screen. Okay.
Okay.